use, but we will set at 250. Check that, 230. Check. No taxi clearance. Green Bank traffic, Foxtrot Juliet Kilo Whiskey is taxiing from the north tie downs towards runway 416. Check that, 16. Hold short of 16 for now. Green Bank traffic, Juliet Kilo Whiskey is taxiing onto runway 16 for departure southbound. Green Bank traffic, Juliet Kilo Whiskey is in position 16 for a short delay. Okay, run-up checks. Position is good. Area is clear in front and behind. Fuel is on. Mixture is rich. Oil pressure is good. Temperature is coming up. 1500 RPM. At 1500 RPM, temperature and pressure are good. Mag check. Left. Right. Mags are on both. Carb heat. Checks. Mixture check. Mixture checks. Carb heat hot. And slow idle. Carb heat cold. 1000 RPM. Okay, pre-takeoff. Controls are free and correct. Instruments, check. Green Bank's 975. Here we go. It is 6. Checklist. Primer is in lock. Carburetor is cold. Primer is in lock. Fuel is on. Gauges are good. Mags are on both. Trim is set for takeoff. Doors, windows, and harness. Takeoff briefing. Engine failure below 300. We go straight ahead. Below 300. Turn. Time is 6:08. Green Bank traffic. Juliet Kilo Whiskey is departing runway 16 for the left turnout. Go on power full. Full power. RPM checks, temperature and pressure check. Airspeed's alive. And we are flying. Nose down into ground effect. Temperature pressure is still good. Airspeed is climbing. 60, 70 climb up. Temperature pressure good. RPM is good. Not so many options to land out here. Climb out at best rate.
So the purpose of this flight, as the title kind of suggests, is to exercise the airplane and to exercise me as well. Exercise your skill as a pilot. Airplanes have to be flown. This airplane, this Aeronca Champ, is pushing 80 years old, and it really can't sit. Engines like to be worked. Airframes like to be worked. That's how they work best, is when they're getting constant use. So it had been 3 weeks since my last flight, so I decided to take this plane up and fly a little cross country, just half an hour away over to Peterborough, because that gave me a round trip of 1 hour, and it gave me a really accurate fuel consumption. I've done a few fuel consumption calculations for this airplane, so I'm just really starting to pinpoint that. So I decided to go out there and make this trip kind of late in the afternoon, heading toward evening. You can see it's just a beautiful, beautiful vista. Anywhere you look in Ontario, you see water. You usually see farmlands and woods. And here's Peterborough Airport from about 12 miles away or so. It's been a while since I've flown in there, but it is a gorgeous airport. Real nice long runway. Never very busy. And you can see at 3,000 feet and 12 miles out, yeah, I'm below that glide slope. Wouldn't be making that runway if I had an engine failure there. But anyway, I just wanted to give you some of the vista out here in southern Ontario because it is beautiful. And I also wanted you to take a look at the instrumentation in this airplane. Is it me, or is this Aeronca Champ loaded with avionics there? It's got your RPM, it's got a transponder with ADS-B, altimeter. It's got your oil temperature. It's got a DG, your turn and slip coordinator. It's got your oil pressure, and you've got your vertical speed indicator and airspeed indicator. It's got a fuel gauge here too, which is pretty accurate. It's bouncy, but it bounces a good average of what you're always going to have on board there for fuel. Now, the odd thing about this instrument panel is how it steps out towards your face there. I don't think that's going to be very pleasant in the event of a crash, but never seen one like that before, but it's kind of neat. We'll kind of live with it. I always wondered where we were getting our instrument lights in this airplane, and that's it. That little light bulb painted red is the lighting for all your instrumentation. You can see in the back there, it's got cylinder head temperature right beside the light bulb, ammeter, mags, you got battery, generator, radio master, instrument rheostat, your nav lights, your strobe lights, your landing lights, and your master. So, for a pretty simple airplane and a pretty cheap airplane, it's got a lot going on as far as electrics and instrumentation. So got to be really careful with loading up the battery or discharging the battery, because that generator takes a long time to recharge. So here we are heading over the airfield here to land. We're back at Greenbank now, and I'm flying overhead. So just wanted to hear some of my thoughts and my calls as I come in for landing.
Greenbank traffic, Julie Kilo Whiskey is overhead the field, and the left-hand pattern for runway 16, full stop. Greenbank traffic, Julia Kilo Whiskey, left downwind, runway 16, full stop. I haven't landed runway 16 yet, so I don't know don't have any good pinpoints to fly over, so we'll just, like in this position right now for the downwind, like in the aircraft configuration. So I'll just wait till I get a 45 to the end of the runway, do my left base turn. Greenbank traffic, Julia Kilo Whiskey is turning left base, runway 16, full stop. Greenbank traffic, Julia Kilo Whiskey is turning final 16, full stop. Very nice. Down at 1902. Kirby cool. But get some lights off. Greenbank traffic, Julia Kilo Whiskey is clear runways. Post landing, we've got the curb heat cold, we've got the mixture. For taxi, we've got the transponder to standby. Time down is noted, lights are off. Trim set for takeoff. And throttle is idle, mags are off.
So that's it. I can always recommend you use your checklist, just like if you're on a flight test or a flight exam. Never take it for granted. Work yourself, challenge yourself, do new things when you fly, and don't become